And okay, so far so good. No, maybe somebody will show up, probably not, but in any event, uh, if you're watching this live, you're lying because there's nobody here at the moment, but hopefully that will probably pick up sooner than later, maybe, kinda, sort of. Um, Anyways, what does it matter? So, we'll take care of the analytics. Oh, there's one playback. Okay, so the comments are up. And okay, we are good to go. So, no turning back. I did a quick video which was supposed to, so this is what we're doing. This is it. This is what we're going to do. Yes, we are indeed going to use a mouse. Press left button to select right. Captain's log stardate 41881.1. The Enterprise has responded to an emergency distress signal indicating terrorist attack on El Dorado, a mining base in the remote Aquilan star system. Nice. According to our records, El Dorado is a commercial operation engaged in the extraction of a low-grade fuel called Transinium from an asteroid belt that rings the star system. Adorable animations. Such isolated outposts dot the outermost rim of the galaxy, populated by a rugged and individualistic breed who take pride in their self-sufficiency but fall easy victim to disease, accident, and the occasional roving pirates, since I can't read. Still, a terrorist attack in a region devoid of permanent inhabitants would seem improbable. The report, if accurate, poses many vexing questions and presents an excellent opportunity for testing the mettle of a future commander. For this reason, I have placed First Officer Riker in evaluative command of all ship operations for the duration of the investigation. During the course of this mission, I will be available to confer with Commander Riker on all matters. I am confident in his ability to... I'm sorry, I can't read that fast. Riker and his chosen away team beam to the El Dorado base to investigate the damage from the terrorist attack. Wow. You gotta love those animations. Oh, someone's dead. Someone's moaning. I believe that woman is Pamela Jansen, the administrator of this mining base. Her colleague is dead, Will, but we should bring her to sickbay, because why not? Prime directive, be damn, I guessed. I demand you send me back to my base. My people need me. You're simply creating more problems. I assure you, I'm quite alright. Instead of flashing your fancy medical equipment under my nose, why don't you start doing what you should have done an hour ago? Find those terrorists. Good enough for me. Back to the your move, number one. Almost face palm. Riker contemplates space, the final frontier. These are the void. Oh, that went by fast. That text went by too fast. Star Trek: The Next Generation. And there you go. The Transinium Challenge. Average duration 1 minute. Oh, well, someone stuck around for at least a minute, so. Paramount Communications Company. Yay! Time for the credits, right? Yeah. Ron Martinez. Okay. Let's start the game. Riker. So we see Picard, we see Dr. Crusher, we see Troy in her space bun from Geordi. View screen, which is cyan. We got Data. We got Worf. We got the whole crew. We don't have Wesley Crusher, however. The bridge is a large oval space dominated by 3 chairs in the center and a large viewer that gives the illusion of a window into space. Instrument panels cover the back wall. Ooh. Wow. Amazing. Yes, we don't have Wesley Crusher in this game because, there's no option to talk to the boy genius because he probably has a solution to this whole problem and there would be no game, so, yeah. Also, there's no Tasha Yar because she's dead by this point. Apparently, this is supposed to take place between the first and second seasons. Apparently because of the cover art or something, I don't know, but it's more like a season 1 thing, late season 1 thing, so whatever. Okay, current room, the bridge, current scene, Enterprise. The Enterprise is near asteroid E146. Let's talk to Picard with his bulging face. I am confident you will complete this mission successfully, number 1. Remember, I will be available at all times to offer my console if you need it. I'm sure you will. Meanwhile, you're going to Picard, for the most part, is just going to be in his ready room attempting to program the replicator to replicate some tea Earl Grey hot. So Data tells us about another mining operation similar to El Dorado base, which can be found on asteroid D39. A human named Valura resides there. His base is a leader in the mining of the ore, and his productivity surpasses that of. You should be made aware that he inhabits the solar system and a few alien life forms. A Klingon base is located on Aquila 3, and apparently a banded base can be found on the 4th planet of the Aquilan system. Sensors have also picked up a Fengi trading vessel. A short analysis of its location can be found in the ship's computer. Consider. So I've finally been placed in the captain's seat, but this mission sounds pretty tough. People live by their own laws out here on the frontier. They may not be too willing to assist the Federation. Okay. So it's basically a point-and-click adventure. So, pretty much. Wonder where that Ferengi trader ship's now. Okay, so, okay, so he's begging us to go to this D39 asteroid, so that's what we're gonna do. Nice warp, They take some scenes from this thing, and one of the largest asteroids, vaguely in the shape of a large dog's bone. Crawlers, borers, and other pieces of mining equipment lie scattered in disarray, bright specks on its otherwise gray surface. Alright, so we're going to go to the transporter room. And this is where we get to pick out our away team. Just going to take Geordi with me. And we're going to go to the doghouse, which is supposed to be shaped like a dog's bone, but let me tell you something, this does not look like a dog's bone. And wow, that guy's really happy. That guy's really worried. Okay, so old, broken, disassembled machinery lies on every available surface. A sickly plant sits atop a battered desk, seemingly overcome by the cigarette butts protruding from its pot. I didn't realize they had cigarettes in the 24th century. Oh well. Geordi approaches in a disconcerted manner. He is upset and has something urgent to say. Sir, something's jamming my visor. I cannot see a thing. Request permission to return to the ship. Yep, LaForge, you have my permission to return to the ship. And for your apparent uselessness in this mission, you will be condemned to life in engineering for the rest of the series. God forbid it's because he's actually the right guy for the job. Anyways, that's a nice ship you've got. My friend Farouk has one just like it. Of course, I haven't seen Farouk for quite some time. And, okay. Yeah, I like these animations, though. Simple. Riker looks the other way. The look of quiet desperation on his face. The assistant engineer's eyes reveal an intense interest in your presence. People from Earth, I can't believe it. His his face is a mix of surprise and relief. An Earthman! You have any idea how long it's been since I've seen a fellow human? Well, there's Valora, but he doesn't really count. Acknowledge. Look, let's go back to the other guy. Like a clock wound too far, the man rocking back and forth in the center of the room seems unable to find a release for his tremendous repressed energy. You are too much in a serious expression. You should lighten up. Probably grow a beard or something. Ensign baby face. Anyways. If you have time, you should check out the fishing on Aquila 2. There's this sort of trout. I guess you could call it a trout. Except it has legs and a horn. Sort of like a... You can't call it a trout. You can't call it a trout if it has... could you? Anyways, you can't eat them. Not unless you made a death wish. But boy, do they put up a fight. Well, time for Riker to look the other way again. You should lighten up. Probably wondering about the grease jockey I have working for me. I found him on the Illyrian flea market. Okay. So, basically the whole. Anyways, you've got the greatest ship. I would have wanted to join Starfleet, but my mother would never hear of it. I don't remember if I had a father at all. He was a great man, a true frontiersman. I ran away at a pretty young age and been bouncing off the satellites ever since. But boy, after being stuck out here for what seems like an eternity, I've got to get out. Acknowledge. Okay. If I were you, I'd keep away from Dennings, and don't ever drink one of those steaming concoctions he serves up. I don't know what he puts in those drinks, but... Anyways, you're supposed to talk to these guys for a while, and then you get some kind of thing. I suppose you're wondering how I got here. I used to be the administrator of a mine on Illyria. I had an Illyrian wife, a perfectly almond-shaped body, and the most beautiful big blue eye, and 3 wonderful little... But it wasn't enough. I started looking around, and the more I looked, the more I liked. And I 3 or 4 dozen women. A little man and my wife was playing the same game. I came home by the kids, the holovision, carried off by some intergalactic Romeo. But that's all behind me now. Now I've just got a bunch of rocks. Yay! Hooray for space rocks. I gotta check something else here. He's a sociopath. Okay. Anyways, one guy is... Bleh, fuck. You know, we don't get too many visitors out here, except for occasional brain-addled prospector. That Smith, he's an okay worker, but he's not too bright. It's hard to get a coherent sentence out of the guy, and he tips the chessboard whenever he starts to lose. Not much of a sense of humor either. Maybe I could trade him for a tribble the next time the Fengi comes around. Obviously, this was before the infamous DS9 episode where it was revealed that there was the great tribble hunt that killed all the tribbles and something, I don't know. Doesn't matter, this game isn't canon anyway. Like a clock wound too far. Have you know how the dust sticks to everything? That's because it's ionized. It may look like dumb rock, but the electrons don't bother looking. They're too smart to see. They're whipped up in a perpetual frenzy. Right now, all you can do is burn the stuff, but if anyone could figure out how to make them dance in step, it'll make dilithium look like charcoal. Yay. And that's not all. Laura talks about his past a lot. In fact, he talks about it so much that occasionally things would become skew or overlapped. It's almost as if he's lying about all of it, making it up as he goes along. I try to be understanding, but sometimes it's hard sometimes. It gets hard. He's not a well person. Wow. Yes. You didn't bring any mail, did you? I've been working for the company, the Universal Mining Company, going 20 years. Used to be that I couldn't do anything without a supervisor breathing down my back. Now with a whole lot of cardboard trying to get anyone to notice me. I've been waiting for my transfer orders for I can't remember how long. Maybe they forgot about me. Wouldn't blame them one bit. I'm up for a transfer, and I can't wait till it comes through. I mean, geez, they should have put a robot that nods its head and has a randomizer great responses for him. So boring. Just talk, talk, talk. I can't take it any longer. It's become unbearable. Excellent, Commander. Such good companionship deserves a reward. Here's an item I've obtained long ago from a Ferengi but never found a use for. It's a nullifier. Some people say it helps you find the purest Transinium, but heck, it ain't done squat for me. The only thing I could tell it does is improve vid reception. How about it? From one friend to another? You're quite welcome. My transfer might not come through for a long time, though. I heard it took one woman 14 years to get off a post. Oh my, what an awful thought, to be stuck here with Valora for the rest of my living days. I've got to get out. I simply have to. I wish you guys could take me with you. I mean, I'm sure you got a suit that would fit me. No, that's a little too much of a request. You guys could never do anything like that, but I sure wish you could. Anyways, consider object. If this thing can improve vid reception, it could clear up whatever's interfering with Geordi's visor. Geordi's virus. I'm sorry, kids, I can't read today. Anyways, back to the Enterprise. If you don't mind, Commander, I think the nullifier would be most effective if I carried it with me. May I have it? Riker gives the nullifier to LaForge. We should beam off the ship to test this thing out. Okay. Hey, this thing really works. You look perfectly normal, Commander. He grins. Finally, Geordi's back to his usual efficient self. Nothing nullifies your humor, does it, Geordi? Let's get back. Back to the Enterprise. While we were off the ship, everything looked perfectly normal. I should be able to join you on the away team if you need me, sir. Okay. So we're going back to the... Okay, we're in the transporter room. Alright. On a raised platform across the room from an instrument console, 6 transporter pads wait silently. Yeah, I'm gonna head to the bridge, I guess. And we get the familiar motions. Save. DTM1. You never know. Something might go wrong, so you might screw something up, I don't know. Nullifier. Troy. Space button. The view screen. This is going to be a really tough mission. The frontier is a dangerous place to try my mettle. Analyze. Commander, we are receiving a transmission from Pamela Jansen on asteroid E-146. I am putting it on the main viewer. Commander Riker, thank you for your help again. However, there is still a danger on the terrorists coming back. We do not have adequate defenses to resist such an attack. She pauses for a moment, then matter-of-factly states, I implore you to dispatch security officers to protect us until the terrorists are brought to justice. Agree. A small ship moves swiftly into the vicinity. This alien vessel is certainly the cause of system difficulties. We should attempt to speak with them, number 1. Discover their grievances. He turns to Mr. Data at the helm. Mr. Data, try to establish contact with the alien vessel. And have any off-crew criminals return to the ship at once. Worf looks to you from his post. His shields have gone up, Commander. Shall we engage? Agree. This is how space battles are fought, ladies and gentlemen. Jet. Phasers fired. Phasers fired. Missed. Whiffed. Okay. Oh well. There's another time. We're okay, so Alfred Parks from Aquila 2, putting it on the main viewer. Thank you for responding so promptly to the distress call. I'm afraid the crisis that brought you here no longer exists. I've heard that you have stationed troops on El Dorado. This could be read as provocation by the terrorists. I urge you to withdraw the troops. I refuse. I'm warning you, Commander, if there is more violence, your meddling will be the cause. Yep. Consider. I wonder, is there more behind this that he doesn't want us to know? Consider objects. I wonder where that Fengi trader ship is now. Dr. Park's request to remove the guards from El Dorado seemed quite odd. I don't like the way his story sounds either. Civilized people do not go around bombing, or should I say terrorizing, mining bases over property disputes. I will try to find out everything possible about this man. Okay. There is no turning me back now, sir. Okay. We are receiving a message from the Mole Tarkin. I am Tarkin. Although times have become difficult, it is still a pleasure to receive representative of the Federation and most faithful ally in our struggle for independence from the Klingons' grasp. The Mole continued, trying to maintain an air of conscience. I urge you to maintain the same method of support in regards to the current crisis. A solution can only be achieved through negotiation. Imposing one will through force is not an acceptable option. I urge you not to interfere. Consider. Seem a bit too harmless. Go to Aquila 4. Aquila 4, a cold, barren place but containing large amounts of organic matter, indicating a dramatic... Okay. Consider options. Must be hiding something. But what could it be? Alright. There is a Klingon military. C-21. Small ships? Okay, so we got our spaceship again. Alright. What? C-21 asteroids. Cats. I. Stock the wharf is equal to ours, if not greater. Seeming weak is quite powerful. I hesitate to enter a confrontation with him again. Okay. Federation Archives. Okay, it's all the bios and shit. Alright. Okay. Look. Alright, so... Alright. Very good, number one. A commander must be sensitive to the needs of his crew. Okay. There were no idea. Okay. Anyways. Go to Dr. Park's lab. Boop. The room is crowded with outsized pieces of laboratory equipment. Wires run in every direction, rendering passage hazardous at best. Look. A modest grin appears on the aging scientist's face as he steps forward to greet you. The sagging, translucent fresh flesh surrounding his eyes betray a profound wariness. Dr. Park charges. Commander, the rebels are threatening to resume attacks if the Federation troops are not removed from asteroid E-146. The old man's composure begins to falter. Remove the troops now, before it's too late. Stand my ground. We come on a mission of mercy. Come on a mission of mercy to put a stop to this barbaric terrorism. Instead of assistance, I am welcomed with elusive and questionable behavior. Encounter. Remove the troops now before it is too late. Okay, it's my fault if this... Okay, so we can't go anywhere else. Okay, transport. Back to the Enterprise, because we can't seem to do anything else here. Remains of abandoned non-Federation settlement can be detected on the planet's surface. That's the abandoned starbase. I guess I wouldn't call it a starbase, but anyways. Okay, so 2 rows of stone pallets, 10 in each, run down the center of the room. The walls are bare and streaked by the wind that blow through the room. Look. A round metallic object small enough to hold in a human hand. The stippled surface is devoid of symbols or decoration except for a ring of polished hemispheres about its circumference. Take. Commander Riker takes the alien device. Back to the Enterprise. Analyze. Great. More animations. 11.2 centimeters, 620 grams. Titanium alloy body, quartz crystal holographic storage elements, electronic circuitry of unknown origin. Purpose of device, holographic data storage and retrieval. 99% of storage medium is damaged beyond repair or reconstruction. Remaining 1% has been partially reconstructed and translated and is visible on the analysis display. Consider. Doorway leading to adventure. Consider object. What an odd display. So, I don't know, use object? A round metallic object small enough the stippled surface is devoid of... Okay, so consult. Time to hold a conference. Okay. Large enough to comfortably accommodate 12 at its polished table of wood and glass. The conference lounge is empty except for 2 display screens. Okay. Confer. Sir, this seems to be a holographic explosion. It could conceivably represent the formation of the asteroid belt. It seems some very powerful and volatile source of energy caused this explosion. The Gult's nullifier. Thanks a lot, sir. Spheric, so let's see what's... And this holographic it contains only what its creators wanted to tell us. Fair enough. Do not be too eager to draw conclusions from the holographic movie #1. There are many possible interpretations. What an odd display. A flash like an explosion, and then nothing. Anyways, to the transporter room. It's a very unexciting game when you really think about it, but apparently Jordy go to the abandoned thing. Hey, who's there? A Ferengi boy? He wasn't here before, but who's this? Now a human girl, but for where? What now? That's got to be the ugliest Ferengi boy. I wonder if I should alert the Ferengi about this. So we got 2 kids. 2 rooms. Okay, so look. The children peer up to you through clear blue eyes. Their attentive gaze, which follows every movement, is slightly unnerving. A type of communication is articulated. It is created by a combination of pitch and tongue clicks. Acknowledge. Okay. Consult. I don't know where the children came from, but of this I'm certain they won't last long if we don't. Okay. Let's bring them back to the ship, I guess. Let's go back to the ship. So anyways, back on the bridge. Yeah, unfortunately, children on the bridge. Blasphemy! Oh, here we go. A small ship is in the vicinity. I'm gonna try and get that fucking ship again. We shall indeed engage. Phaser. Yeah. Well, not much we can do. Way to ship maneuvers. Bunch of packs. Okay. Anyways. The children peer up to you. Consult Mr. Data. Having never experienced childhood, this is one area in which I have little knowledge. If you allow me to take charge of the children, I feel it would prove to be an invaluable experience for both parties. Agree. So that, I guess, takes care of that. Anyways, let's go back. Ooh, Ferengi ship. Geordi's full attention turns to a small heap of garbage in the corner of the room. Commander Riker, I see something, some sort of shell. Look at it. You can't see the way it's gleaming. I see the oddest emanations coming from it. Similar to the ones when I look at these children. This is extremely odd. I think we should take it back to the ship immediately. Consult. Contact. You must... Okay, hold on. Come here. Yeah. Well, you should give me the shell. I think it's an important coming from it and the children. I'd like you to take it to the lab. Okay. Let's go back to... raised platform. Let's go to the bridge. So, not much going on so far. Hold on. Just gotta check something here. Okay, so far so good. 43 minutes so far. Unfucking believable. Alright, analyze. Okay. Wonder where that Ferengi ship is now. Maybe we'll trade with them. Learn from your mistake. It will take more than brute force to defeat that craft. Right. Anyways, we're gonna save. Yeah, we're gonna replace it. And alright, consult. An incredible bosses they have seen. I wish I could tell what kind of life this is like anything I've seen. Still hung up on this fucking... Sir, I would like to report on the children's progress. I am making excellent progress with the children. They exhibit an extraordinary curiosity and are adept learners. They are already displaying the rudiments of a human-type speech. Go ahead and look after them, Data. Why not? They look innocent enough, but I still must be careful. Let's see what Picard thinks of the kids. Keeping a close eye on those children. There are many questions surrounding their sudden appearance on the abandoned base. They must be the reason why the base is abandoned then. Because, Jesus. Analyze. Federation archives. Children. One human, one Ferengi, age unknown. They look innocent enough, but are they really? Let's see. Nothing, huh? Okay. I'm gonna go for a quick timeout. It's something I gotta check out. I gotta check on something elsewhere. In the meantime, yeah. Okay, we're back. Time to consider. Try transporting to the Ferengi ship, maybe? No Ferengi ship. Okay, navigate. Analyze. T21. Okay. Let's go to C21. Let's go to the bridge. Hey, a small ship in the vicinity. Here we go again. Shoot. Crap. The Ferengi Commerce Suite is a sumptuous room, tastefully decorated with the finest furnishings from dozens of civilizations scattered throughout the galaxy. A soothing light seems to emanate from the walls themselves. A hard, brittle rock, its dull black surface dotted with flecks of iridescent light crystal in the possession of a Ferengi trader. The Ferengi sniggers nervously through misshapen teeth. He seems to be laughing at some private joke. His eyes dart about, shrewding, appraising all. Welcome, Earthmen. I am Minagi. Miyagi, at your service. It is a rare experience for us to have visitors in this lonely corner of the galaxy, especially from especially ones from an expensive-looking starship. The Ferengi exudes an air of extreme self-assurance, verging on absolute conceit. Excuse me. So sorry. Let me guess you're looking for Transinium. Well, you have come to the most right place. Would you like a small sample for your labs? Agree. I must thank you profusely for the generous donation you have made to my credit chip. I am certain you will find the Transinium to be of the highest quality. The way the Ferengi eyes everything, you'd think the ship was wearing a price tag. Consider the object. So this is Transinium. Many people have died for this mineral. I must be sure to learn everything about it. Time to go back to the ship. I'm having Cheerios in case anybody was wondering. Haven't had a bite all day, so anyways, analyze the object. Sir, I'd like to report on the children's progress. I have heard about the curiosity of children. It is quite a remarkable thing to behold. They exhibit an immense curiosity about everything. Shall I continue to look after them? It's not like I have any other choice. Anyways, analyze object. Let's analyze our piece of crystal here. Transinium, a mineral found naturally only on Durvan 5 and in the asteroid belt of Aquila. Transinium acts as an amplifier for certain types of non-nuclear reactions. Extended analysis indicates that transinium is an unstable mineral with the potential for complete and extremely rapid decomposition, given sufficient input power. I see strange emanations coming off their bodies. You don't see them? How do you think they ended up on the planet? Somebody must have left them there. The empath. We should keep a careful eye on the children. There is something very unusual about them. The children are very curious. We must be careful, lest they compromise security. Throw them out an airlock. That's... They might not be children. Consider. Analyze. Well, yes, since this is Season 1, it's time to call for another briefing. To the conference room, everybody. Look. Bridge. Small ship moves swiftly into the vicinity. Well, here we go again. Torpedoes hit. A few more and we will have them. All torpedoes missed. Okay, fine. We'll disengage. Alright, closing in an hour. I'm gonna call it a night. Well, there's nobody watching anyway, so I don't think anybody's really gonna care either way, but the stream's held up at least, I guess, I suppose. So, anyways. Yes, I'm gonna call it a night. Okay. Analyze object. Fengi. Asteroid C21. I would like to report on the children's progress. The children have fully learned several human and computer languages and have thrown great interest in knowing more about Earth history. Even the Fengi boy wants to learn about Earth history. Is his name Nog? Again, this game is not canon, so. Anyways, let's beam over to the Fengi ship. Why not, huh? Person, how you lead such an incredibly exciting life, you must simply keep a diary of it. You should document and pass down the tradition of your great and often visionary trading abilities to the next generation Fengi. Please don't ask me how, but I know you have in your possession a very curious, a sort of holographic memory contrivance. I also know that you found it on what you call the abandoned base. Yes, after trading this belt for a while, information can become as plentiful as space dust for the right price. Silly curiosities aside, Commander, I will make you an offer you can't refuse. I want that diary. It was not yours in the first place, but since you seem to have it in your possession, I'm willing to trade something you want. Transinium. Fengi's voice offers a sort of relish in the pronunciation of his words. A holographic diary from the abandoned base? Yes, I could find a use for it indeed. Commander, you have something I would like, and I have something you might like. Some Transinium. Let's arrange a deal. You're a very thoughtful man, Commander. I can now document my shrewdness in the great world of commerce, and hand it down for my progeny to learn from. What is he constantly sniggering about? I don't see the joke. Maybe you need another nullifier. We're probably going to stick you in sickbay, or we're probably going to stick you in engineering for the rest of our tour here. Because, anyways. Sorry, kids, I'm not in the mood for We're going on over an hour. That's pretty sad, actually. Anyways. Probably had about 2 playbacks nobody was actually watching, but that's okay. Seem to enjoy doing I guess, this recording session, for whatever it's worth. And, I don't know, probably, you know what, we'll probably do like another 10-15 minutes. More or less. Okay, so consult. Anyways. Analyze object. 362 grams of Transinium. Still hung up on the fucking ship. God, my damn. Time to the conference room. Let's let's confer. Well, let's see what else we got. Great many properties. Let's learn everything about it. Okay. Bridge. Anyways, like to learn on the children's progress. Their development is much faster than that of normal children. Okay. Hey, another shitty ship. Alright, yes sir. Commander, there can no longer be any doubt. I surmise this Klingon battlecruiser approached and attacked as we slept. You must help us, Commander. Okay. F-72, huh? Finn's Fist. Transport. Alright. I'm gonna call it a night. And maybe we'll pick this up. We'll pick up on this somewhere down the line. Never know. But all right. So okay. So nobody's watching. Oh well. Anyways, that was my attempt at a stream of playing an old Star Trek: The Next Generation game on MS-DOS, and yeah, that was kind of fun, even if nobody was watching. But if you come across this, I'm sure it's going to get archived, in some fashion. But if you do come across this, thanks for enduring. Till next time, maybe. Take care. Good night. I should probably get that other review up soon. So, anyways, later.